Hi there, dear viewers, and welcome to this video on the inventory valuation. Inventory valuation represents the monetary amount associated with the goods in stock at the end of an accounting period. Accountants are legally required to record the inventory at the beginning and end of the year to compute the difference. This difference is then booked as an accounting entry to validate and declare the inventory movement. The inventory can be valued, let's say, in different ways according to the costing method. So first, it can be evaluated based on the standard price costing method. In this case, the user is responsible for setting the right cost to their products. The second method is the current AVCO, which stands for average cost. And this method evolves on an average basis. For example, let's say you have 10 units valued at 50 pesos each. Afterwards, you have 10 units valued at 100 pesos each. Well, the average cost unit in that case will be 75 pesos. You can also value your inventory using the FIFO rule, or first in, first out. In this case, the first goods coming in will be the first coming out, so that differs from the level. In addition to the costing methods, we also have to consider the type of inventory valuation. There are two different types, the continental and the Anglo-Saxon. The difference between them is when the cost of goods is computed. In continental valuation, the cost of goods is taken into account when the goods enter the stock, whereas in Anglo-Saxon valuation, the cost is considered when it leaves the stock. Let's see how it works. So let's go back to our database. The first thing we want to do is to go into our accounting settings. We're going to go into configuration settings. We will scroll down to the bottom where we find our stock valuation and our default accounts related to stock valuation. First, we have our general accounting properties. This is going to set our default income and expense account. We have Odoo created the sales revenue, and the account for expenses is going to be the cost of goods sold. We also enable automatic accounting so that we can utilize Odoo's automatic accounting functionality under automatic accounting. We have several different default options which we'll explain in just a second. Now, these are default settings. However, all of these can be overwritten at the product category level. And then our income and expense account as well as a price difference account can be overwritten at the product level. I did some configuration over here, and let's start with the inventory and see how the products looks like. If we have a look at the products, we can see we have three different products here. One product for every single cost method. So let's open the first one because the setup is actually exactly the same. The only difference is the costing method. Product 1 or the standard price. If we have a look at the product category link, we can see that it has been evaluated as a costing method, standard price. Inventory valuation is automated. Second product is a product FIFO. If we have a look at the product category over here, it should not be standard price. We should select FIFO. We're gonna change it over here. As you see, we can change the costing method and just save. Actually, you don't even have to put it on save. It saves automatically, of course. And the last one is AVCO. If we have a look at the product category over here, we can see that it is average cost. So we're gonna start by creating a new purchase order because the impact in the costing valuation will be done when we receive the goods. So let's create a new one. Select a supplier for example and select our three products. we're going to create one purchase order with all three of the products. Product 1, Product 2, and the Product 3. All of them, we will purchase them at 100 pesos each. So let's confirm the order. And from the order, we created the receipt now. In the receipt smart button, we can now validate so that all the goods are coming into the stocks. When we click validate, the receipt was done and we receive both and bought all the three different products in our inventory. So now, let's have a look at our inventory application. We need to be in the debug mode or the developer mode in order to find the valuation report. And when you open it, we can now see that we have in our stock three products, each one quantity at 100 pesos. Now, let's see what happens if we create a secondary purchase order at another price. So maybe we can click on the first one and easily duplicate it. We're going to change the unit price because we're going to purchase them now, let's say, at 200 pesos each in order to see the impact in the valuation. Confirm this order as well, and also here we're gonna receive our goods each one at 200 instead of 100. We'll just validate it and the receipt of goods has been known. Let's go back to our inventory application and let's have a look at the valuation report. We can now see that we have more moves and group by product in order to find the overview of them. We each have two goods of each one. The standard price will be at 100 because on the product form, we define that the standard price for this product is 100 and the others is the real price. We purchase one at 100 and one at 200, so for both AFCO and FIFO, they are worth 300. Now, let's see the last step and sell one of each. So, open the sales application and create a new quotation. Select customer and select one product of each. Also here, one for all of our three products. All of them each had 1,000 pesos. So, click confirm and in the opposite, we're gonna click the delivery over here and validate the outstock to see the impact on the valuation. Click apply and you're done. So now that the goods are out of the stock, let's go back to our inventory valuation. Open the evaluation. We can see we have some more moves grouped again by product, and now you can perfectly see the impact. Standard remains at 100 because it's written like this on the product form for FIFO. The outgoing was on 100, so the one remaining is the one that we purchased in the second phase at 200 and the average one at 150. And that's how the inventory valuation works. Thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video.